Hey you guys, it's Audrey with Changing Tides Energy. I'm sitting aboard the Alaskan Gypsy. We're in the shipyard of Wrangell, Alaska, and today I'm going to share with you what it's like to receive an in-person Reiki energy healing session from me. Well, keep in mind, we live aboard our 80-foot triple-masted schooner, and although we're currently in the Wrangell shipyard, soon we will be embarking off on a 4 seasons live aboard journey in Alaska, and we'll be traveling to different coastal communities along the way. If you're finding this video and you'd like to receive Reiki, shoot me a message and let me know where you're at. Maybe we'll stop by along the way. So booking with me in person is quite an opportunity, I would say, because I'm not in the same place generally for very long. So I do try to let you know when I'm going to be available and what communities. And then if you're feeling called during that time that I am in town to receive healing, then I would love to share with you. So if we've gotten to that point where we're able to connect in person in the physical space for a hands-on Reiki appointment in the real flesh, I do Reiki as well, distance healing, which I'll share about in another video. But for right now, I'm going to share with you what it's like to receive a hands-on Reiki session. So once we end up in the same coastal community with together in the same space, then generally I'll ask you to set an intention prior to the appointment. I'll ask you to consider your intention for the healing. What is it that you're hoping to achieve? What is it that you're feeling? What's bringing you in to receive? A lot of my clients come in for a Reiki session because they're feeling disconnected from themselves. They're feeling scattered. They're feeling ungrounded. They're tired, low energy, insomnia, anxiety, depression, sickness, headaches, physical manifestations. Those are all different reasons. Some people just come in for a little energy maintenance. We're all energetic beings. Energy is all around us. It connects all of us in human form and in non-human form. So when we start to feel off or out of balance or sick or tight, anxious, not sleeping well, it's generally because our energies are out of alignment within our bodies and within our system. And so when you come in, we'll chat for a few minutes. I ask that you wear comfortable clothes and you bring a water bottle. And we usually connect for a few minutes. I answer whatever questions you might have. I share with you a little bit about the process for the Reiki session, but keeping in mind that it's a very individualized process and your own energy is what guides the session. Your own energy within you. That's what we're working with. That's what guides the session. I'm just a conduit as a Reiki practitioner to help that energy that wants to be released, to help what needs moved, to help what needs recalibrate, and to help what needs cleared, clear. And then, depending on the session, it's just such an infusion of beautiful, loving, supportive energy. It comes in a variety of ways. It's individual to you, your experience, your guides, your supports, and it's really powerful. So anyway, we chat for a few minutes and then I take you into, or I leave the room depending on the setup. Right now I'm in like a back room and we chat up front, but sometimes we're all in the same room for the whole session. Then I'll leave the room, allow you to get settled, clothes on. There's a warmer on the bed underneath the sheet. So if it feels too warm, you can generally let me know and we'll turn it down. And then it's just cozy and warm. And I have music going that feels in alignment. It's always intuitively guided. Everything I do as an energy healer is intuitively guided and guided by the energy. Of course, occasionally my mind turns on or the ego comes in, but it's pretty simple to observe that and to notice the difference and to clear that out and connect back in with the energy and the healing, in case you're wondering what the process is like for me. So the music that I generally play is some sort of frequency Reiki healing, and it is individually guided by the session and your own energy, I have found. And I do use sacred smoke, sage or Palo Santo generally. If you have sensitivities to that or oils, please let me know, because I do use aromatherapy as well. And the session generally in person, there's a lot of hands-on, and it's intuitively guided to offer not only energetic releases, but there's also just a realignment of your body's natural rhythms through activation of certain pressure points and trigger points. So I guess I'd like to jump in and additionally share with you what it's like after the session. So a session usually lasts about 60 to 75 minutes on the table. For most of the session, I have you on your back, but towards the end, I'll have you turn to whatever side is comfortable. There's a pillow under your head and a pillow under your knees. And so that way you're nice and comfortable during the session. Depending on where the energy wants to move is where we go, but we move through your different energy centers, starting from your crown chakra, third eye space, throat, heart space, solar plexus, sacral, down to your root. And not always in that order, very rarely in that order, oftentimes bouncing back between depending on what wants to move. During the session, I receive a lot of guidance and clarity. Besides just moving with your energy, I also receive messages or see visions, and I generally remember to share with you after the session, which is pretty cool. Sometimes it really clarifies things for people. Sometimes there's a lot of, I would say, confidence in your own experiences once you hear something similar or you experience something in the healing session. And additionally, sometimes things move in your body. It's crazy. Sometimes I can see it. You may be asleep, but can definitely feel it. Sometimes you feel it. You can feel the energy moving and leaving. Everyone is different because we're all sensitive in different ways, in different areas. We're all naturally gifted. We all are spirit beings. We all have access. It just depends on what we're conditioned to, where we're at in our journey, and what we're open to. So anyhow, everybody on the table experiences Reiki differently. There are some sessions. I've had 1 or 2 sessions where people are like, I don't think I felt anything. It's like, okay, that's okay. The medicine continues for weeks after the session. It's not just during the session that the healing happens. I'll say in my experience, most of the sessions that I get to share with, there is some sort of a significant or intense clearing or healing that happens. Sometimes it's just a ton of love being infused, and it's so beautifully guided. It's all so different. But the commonality that I want to share with you when somebody comes out of a Reiki session is they feel clear. They feel, I've heard the word sober be used before. They feel connected. They feel awake, inspired, re-energized, warm. They feel like they're back to themselves. This world can distract us. It can pull us away. It can blanket us in fear. It can remove from us our internal guidance, our inner wisdom, our inner voices. It wants to do that. It's just part of the experience. It's our opportunity, our soul's opportunity, our human experience to remember who we are, to remember where we've come from, to remember the love, the divinity, to remember God, source, universal consciousness and power, expansion, infinite love, universal connectivity, unconditional resources, love, support for you. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about what it's like to experience an in-person Reiki session. I hope that if it's meant to be and in alignment, you and I can connect and can share whatever energy healing is meant to be shared. Take care. And as always, subscribe if you'd like to be more connected in this energy healing journey, our live aboard lifestyle. Soon we will be out at sea. So excited to share more with you guys. Thank you for tuning in.